Are you looking for the best synthetic motor oils in your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best synthetic motor oils that are available on the market. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, we have the Idemitsu Synthetic Oil. If you are looking for an affordable synthetic oil that can still do a great job of protecting your engine, then this is definitely what you need. Although it is not a well-known brand, this oil has immensely lubricating properties. Thus, from the moment that this oil is circulated, you will have peace of mind knowing that all of the various components will work smoothly against one another. Thanks to this feature, the chance of wear and tear occurring is greatly reduced. This synthetic oil has been provided with an ADay weight of OW20, which makes it quite suitable even for the coldest of temperatures. This weight makes certain that the oil will not thicken when the temperatures begin to drop. So, the oil will continue to flow smoothly between the various components. To a certain extent, this oil will also work quite well in warmer climates. Since the proper viscosity level can be maintained, it will not thin out too much either. This formula has some interesting additives included in it. The additives are friction minimizing, which is why the lubricating power of this oil is so impressive. However, this isn't all that the additives do. They also work to reduce the number of deposits formed in the engine system. As such, the engine is allowed to work smoothly for longer periods of time, without requiring as much maintenance. Now, this engine oil has been certified to be a well-functioning and high-quality oil. Despite this, it doesn't specifically meet the standards required by some of the more expensive car brands. So, to stay on the safe side, it is best to use this engine oil for mid-range vehicles. The good news, though, is if that you use it, you will find that your fuel efficiency can improve quite a bit. Moving on at number 4. We have the Mobil One Synthetic Oil. The lubricating action of this synthetic oil is quite impressive. In doing so, it is able to keep a protective layer between all the relevant parts, ensuring that there is no friction created between them. As a result, you can expect wear and tear to be reduced rather drastically. However, this oil is able to take the protective features one step further. Not only does it make sure that the parts last longer, the oil is able to remain clean and clearer for longer. So, there is a good chance that you will not need to maintain the oil as readily as before. While you may not be cleaning out the oil as often, however, you will need to pay more for this bottle every time that you buy it. This oil has an ADay weight of OW20, and thanks to this, you can tell that this is the perfect oil to use in the colder months. This oil is especially good at maintaining a low viscosity level as the temperature begins to drop. Thus, it is able to continue flowing smoothly, making certain that all of the parts are properly coated. Even during the summertime, you should be able to notice that the oil doesn't actually thin out too much. This advanced formula means that the additive components are perfectly balanced within the oil. So, you get to enjoy all the additional benefits of the additives, such as the oil lasting for a longer period of time, without having to worry about any of the downsides. At number 3, we have the Valvoline SynPower Oil. There is no denying that when it comes to lubrication and protection, there are few synthetic oils that can do it better than this one. For one thing, the oil is an excellent lubricant and makes sure that the oil clings to the machine parts as necessary. Due to this, there is no need to be concerned that the metal parts are moving against one another. Thus, this considerably reduces the risk of wear and tear. The other benefit is that this oil cleans out the engine thoroughly, ensuring that no debris or contaminants can cling to the parts and cause any issues. This motor oil has an ADay weight of OW20. As you can imagine, especially in winter, this oil comes in extremely handy. This is because you can expect it to maintain just the right level of viscosity, even when the temperatures get incredibly low. The oil will flow smoothly, thoroughly lubricating all of the necessary parts. Now, this oil has been designed in such a way that it is quite effective during the summer as well and is unlikely to thin out too much. Nonetheless, you should check your owner's manual to see if such a weight is suitable for your particular car or if it is too thin. What makes this oil stand out from its competitors is the presence of anti-wear additives. These have been specifically included in the formula to ensure that the engine and all of the associated parts keep running smoothly for as long as possible. Not to mention, these additives actually remain in the oil for longer and don't deteriorate easily. So, they are able to keep up the maintenance advantages for quite a while. If your car is naturally aspirated, supercharged, or turbocharged, then you can be quite sure that this oil is compatible with it. Not only is the oil suitable for various engines, it will also help them maintain fuel efficiency and help you to save some money too. At number 2, we have the Motul 8100 X-cess Oil. This synthetic oil is a great lubricant, so much so that it is suitable for so many different types of vehicles and engines. The oil flows smoothly, ensuring that each of the parts is thoroughly greased and that there is absolutely no friction between them whatsoever. By using this oil, you can be quite sure that the possibility of your engine parts experiencing wear and tear is considerably lessened. Now, the only real downside with this is that you have to pay a pretty penny for such an advantage, a lot more than many of the other oils on this list. The oil is billed with a weight of say 5W40. This type of rating shows that this oil will work well in almost all weather conditions, regardless of how extreme the temperatures become. Thus, it is excellent at maintaining its viscosity and ensuring that the oil will properly flow and thoroughly coat all of the necessary engine parts. This is an oil that will do its job all year round. There is a great mix of just the right additives in this oil. As a result, you get to enjoy high lubrication as well as a certain degree of maintenance as well. The superior composition quality allows the oil to keep all of the parts running properly, for an extended period of time. This is also what makes certain that the oil is able to maintain its properties for longer, thus requiring fewer changes. As mentioned, this is an oil that is compatible with a considerable number of engines. For one thing, it works equally well with diesel and petrol engines. To top it off, it also meets the standards for BMW, Fiat, General Motors, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, Renault, and Volkswagen. In all these cars it can help to maintain fuel efficiency. And finally at number 1, we have the Castrol OH3101 Edge. There is no doubt that this oil really does an excellent job at ensuring that each of the internal parts is kept well oiled. This means that you can be sure that there is little to no metal-on-metal contact, regardless of the speed that you are driving at. The other reason that this is such a great synthetic oil is because it prevents the formation of deposits in your engine. Thus, it keeps your engine in proper functioning condition for longer. This synthetic oil has a viscosity rating of OW40. This means that this is an oil that performs especially well in colder temperatures. So, if you are looking for something to keep your engine running smoothly during the winter time, then this is definitely the product for you. While the oil maintains its viscosity just as well during the hotter months, you may see a slight drop in effectiveness. So, if you do live in an incredibly warm area, this may not be the best option. The sheer quality of this synthetic oil is what places it at the top of the list. However, it is the unique fluid titanium technology that really makes it stand out in a crowd. Modern-day engines produce enormous amounts of pressure, which can reduce the effectiveness of the oils. This particular brand, though, is infused with titanium, which helps the oil to resist this pressure and to maintain its lubricating properties. For the most part, this synthetic oil is suitable for most modern engines. Nonetheless, if you have a European car, you will find that this oil is particularly well suited to your machine. The oil also meets the requirements for the following companies: Ford, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, BMW, and Volkswagen. You can also watch out for better fuel efficiency to boot. Thank you for watching guys, I hope you like this video. If this video was helpful to you, please make a sure like, comment, subscribe.